Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So, I want to welcome everybody. Welcome to the Woman Workshop. Welcome to the Woman Workshop. Why is my stuff misbehaving? So, welcome to the Woman Workshop. My name is Adaventure, as you know. So today I'm going to be talking to us about something brand new again. Last week Saturday I was on Instagram Live and we talked about relationships, what men say and what women choose to hear. The last time I was on Facebook, I talked to us about expectations versus expectations in relationships and how you can add value to your relationship. So I'm going to quickly take us through what I talked about on Instagram on Saturday last week, for those of us who were not present, right? So last week on Instagram, I told a story. I said, a friend of mine told me this. So she was in her office, she's a banker. And the man that she's going out with, he called her and he was like, see, I want you to speak Igbo in this conversation. So the girl was like, I don't get it. You know that I don't speak Igbo. So I grew up in the north. Why are you telling me, why are you trying to force me to speak Igbo? The guy was like, I don't care. Just speak Igbo, right? So after everything, the lady called. The lady said, "Okay, no problem. Let's try that." So this man, he said that I want you to take off tomorrow. This lady is a banker, but he goes, I want you to take off tomorrow and travel to Enugu. I'm going to send you flight money. Travel to Enugu tomorrow. I want you to stay for 2 weeks with my mother, and I want you to wake up at the time that you usually wake up here in Lagos. All right. So the lady was like, that's not going to work for me. All right. So I told that story to tell us some things about the way that we look at, about what men say and what women choose to hear. So I was making an argument on Facebook that the average Nigerian lady is going to go, oh, he's going to send me flight money. He's rich. He's going to send me flight money. And yeah, he wants to introduce me to his mother. Yeah, I'm in. The average Nigerian lady is going to ignore the fact that this man just came out of nowhere and told her, one, speaking a language that that I know you are not fluent in. Two, he had no respect for her time. He just said, take off, go to the east, stay with my mother, and then the Nigerian woman will go, oh, he wants to show me off to his mother, and all of that, and then you ignore all the red flags that have hit you in that relationship. Okay, so that was what we talked about on Instagram Live last week Saturday. So you can also check that out. It's a beautiful stuff. So remember, I said my name is Adaventure and welcome to the Woman Workshop. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today I'm going to be talking to us about living your life for you, not as a Nollywood script. Your life is not a Nollywood script. Today I'm going to be talking to us about living your life. Living your life. Your life is not a Nollywood script. Live your life. All right. So remember that we are on Instagram. Like I said, like next week Saturday, I'm going to be on Instagram Live. This Saturday, I'm of course here on Facebook. So I'll be alternating between Facebook and Instagram, right? So next week is Instagram. So today live, I'm talking about living your life and not as a Nollywood script. Okay, so we're also on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on here on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All our handles are at the Woman Workshop. Okay, so make it a date with us. I always I've been saying since this year, give me a year of your life. just this year of your life. And I'm going to make sure that you learn so much. We're doing our safety videos so that women can learn how to keep themselves safe. You know, we learn all the safety tips that can help us. So we do that. We have fun with our food videos. We also have fun with our what does this mean, so that when you hear something like psyllium husk that they put in our meals, you can know what that means. All right, so you can check that out. It's a really beautiful time here on the Woman Workshop. My target, as I told you, is that for this 1 year your life is going to be amazing just because you are here with me. Okay, so welcome. I welcome everybody who is tuning in. I can see the eyes. I welcome everybody who is tuning in, and I want to say that I'm very, very grateful. If you're online, please say hello. I'm here with you. So today, live your life for you and not as a Nollywood script. So I'm going to start with something that I talked about in the Nugget video that, you know, I recently released. You can also check that out. You'll see it here. So I look at a lot of Nigerian women, all right, and they go something like, let's say the husband's name is Kelvin. So they go, Kelvin, you have annoyed me. Kevin, take the pillow and go and stay on the couch. Kevin, go and sleep on the couch. That's the average Nigerian woman, because you see it happening on Nollywood. I mean, you see it happening on Nollywood movies. You see them doing it on in Hollywood, and then you want to practice on your man. Kevin, go and sleep on the couch. You keep disturbing. Your husband takes, or your boyfriend, he takes the pillow and he goes on the couch. Let's say that he goes on the couch. The average Nigerian man, right? You are going to beg him to come back to that room. Or he will kick you out. He's not the one to go. He will kick you out, even on top of the annoyance you are feeling, right? He will kick you out himself. And then who are you going to tell? You wanted to kick your husband out of or your boyfriend out of the room. So my point is this. You have to learn to do the things that work for you. You have to learn to live your life. A lot of Nigerian women, we are practicing the things that we see in the movies and Nollywood. We see them in Hollywood, and then we want to practice. Even if your husband is Kelvin, your husband or boyfriend is not that Kelvin. All right. And then again, a woman was telling me something. She said that why is it that when she wakes up her husband in the night that she wants to talk to him, you know, something is not happening right, and then I want to talk to him and he says, leave me alone, can't you see I'm sleeping? He gets angry. So I was like, why must you talk to your man in the night? There is no other time to talk to the man in the night. Remember that the title today is Live Your Life, not as a Nollywood script. Live your life for you, not as you see people doing on a Nollywood movie or Hollywood movie. We are living our lives, right? So I told this woman, I said, why must your husband wake up in the middle of the night to hear what you have to say? And she goes, that her auntie said that that her auntie said. I said, how many times have you tried talking to him in the middle of the night? She said, all the time. I try to talk to him in the middle of the night all the time, but he gets pissed off. He gets annoyed. I was like, you couldn't take the hint, right? Your auntie said this. This is what works for your auntie. I don't know the insomniac that your auntie is married to, but your man has been telling you for quite some time that he does not want you to disturb his sleep. But you look at Nollywood, you look at what is happening in Nollywood, and then you say, no, my auntie said it. It must be the gold standard. And then Kevin, your husband, he goes, no. Then you start crying. Oh, something is wrong in my relationship. Something is wrong in my relationship. He doesn't love me. He doesn't care for me. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do the other one. Auntie, hold on. Wipe your tears. Let me ask you a question. What did Kevin say? Kevin just said, stop waking me up in the middle of the night. I'm trying to get some sleep here, woman. Stop waking me up in the middle of the night. That's what Kevin said. It is now up to you to know the time, to know the better time, all right, to talk to your husband. It mustn't be in the middle of the night when you're interrupting his sleep. That's what the whole thing Kevin is saying. But a lot of us women, when we hear something like that, we get so dramatic. It means that the relationship is not working. It means that the relationship is over. But the man just said he does not like his sleep being disturbed in the middle of the night, right? So remember, sisters, that our topic today is living your life and not as a Nollywood script, okay? So I have told you guys two things now. The first is for the women who want to go and practice what they see in Hollywood and Nollywood. Their man annoys them and they go, Kevin, go and sleep on the couch. Kevin, go and sleep on the couch. No try more. And then for those who wake up people that are sleeping, to go and talk to them because their auntie said it works. You try it, it doesn't work. Find something that works for you. Okay? So we see how Valentine was yesterday. And there were, before, the song Valentine is coming, we see our friends, they are hyping it up. They are talking about how their man is taking them to this place, to that place, to the other one, and all of that. They are having fun, right? And then you're looking at your man. Kevin, what's happening? What's going on? Why you, can't you see what other people, can't you see what is happening every other place? Oh my God, he doesn't love me anymore. Oh my God, you've not even talked about food. Do you have food? Do you have enough water? You've not talked about all of those things, but you are looking at all the hypings going on around you, and you are using that as a measurement for your own relationship. All right, you are looking at all of the hypings going on around you as a measurement for your own relationship. What I've come to realize about a relationship or a marriage is this: that it's a marathon, right? It's a marathon. There is not a sprint. You are not running so that it will become perfect, so that it will become beautiful. You will get it all done, you will get it all out, and everybody will be happy, communicating fine, communicating well, and all of that. It just doesn't work like that. You are evolving. Your husband, I've been saying Kevin, all right, for a while now. Your husband is also evolving. Your boyfriend is evolving, all right? And because it is a marathon and not a sprint, you've got to ask yourself, what is this person even trying? Are the bad days more than the good days? If the bad days are more than the good days, then something is wrong. But if looking at your relationship and the good days are generally better than the bad days, you've got it right. You don't need Valentine to tell you that you have a good thing going. You don't need to measure your relationship based on what you're seeing in Nollywood that is as confused as what I don't know. You don't need to base your relationship on Hollywood and all of that to tell you that you've got a good thing going. And this is where so many heartaches are coming from, because you are presenting your relationship, you are presenting your human being, you are measuring it against the script that somebody concocted in their heads and put out there. That script has no bearing. It might have some bearing on reality, all right, but it has no bearing on complete reality. And then also remember that what is real for one person might not necessarily be real for another person. Okay, so today I want to encourage every sister out there, learn to live your life. Live your life. Do not go looking at Nollywood and Hollywood, but live your life. Okay. So somebody else was talking to me, and then she said that my mother-in-law, she said my mother-in-law, she talks to her somehow or looks at her somehow, and all of that, and she doesn't like the woman coming to her house. She doesn't like her husbands, her people coming to their house and all of that. So I was like, why? What did they do? I was, that she's just not comfortable. They are not. She went something like, they are not supposed to. They are not supposed to. I don't know when people take what happens in Nollywood, right, or in Hollywood, and brings it home, and then they start acting that script. Okay, Patience Ozokwa, she did it like this, and then she got that outcome, and this person did that in that movie, and that person got that outcome, and you are doing that. You forget that you are the only person who has that script, right? It should be balanced when this person has the script you are acting, so that they know how to respond, react accordingly. But when you are the only person who has that particular script, you are doing them an injustice. I mean, how do you expect your mother-in-law to act right when no matter what she does, you are judging her based on what Patience Ozokwa did in a movie? You want her to react in a certain way, and maybe as a human being she reacts maybe that way, or she doesn't react that way. She doesn't have that script, so you are mad. You go, oh, this is it. This is the worst. This is terrible. It is horrible. Life it's all over. My people are wicked. My husband's people, my mother-in-law, all these things people say is true. This, that, but you are the one who started it. All right. And can I take us on something? Can I take us back to something? So, first of all, for those who are just joining, I welcome you. I say welcome to the Woman Workshop. I'm so happy. I'm so excited that you came out today. And remember that at any point where you are confused, you have a question to ask or anything, just let me have your question, and I'll be very happy to answer. I'll be very happy to respond, answer your questions. So go ahead and let me know. All right, so I want to talk today I'm talking about living your life, and not as a Nollywood movie or a Hollywood movie, but actually living your life for you. Okay, living your life for you. Another thing I've noticed is that a lot of women, when their man does something right for them, your man does something right for you, you would never tell anybody. That is when you want to protect yourself. That is when you don't want your enemies to hear your good news. That is when you don't want anybody at all to come, so that let me keep quiet though, so that they will not come and pour Gary inside my sand. You will not tell anybody when your man does something good for you. All right? But let that man be human, do something wrong to you. Your whole village, everybody will hear it. So you never report on anything good the man does, right? But you are always quick to report, to tell everybody all of the bad things, real, imagined, perceived. You are always in a hurry to tell every single person, oh my God, oh, do you know what he told me today? Do you know what he said? So you don't realize that every time you tell, you always calling your mother or whoever, you are saying, imagine, you know what he did to me today. Can you imagine? You are crying, you are hyperventilating. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. He has killed me. It is You are just creating a devil in the minds of those people. You create a demon in the minds of the people. All right? Because you are describing a demon. They've never heard anything good that he's done. He bought you a car. Nobody heard about it. He took you out on a date. Nobody heard about that. He bought you a bag. Nobody heard about that. He cooked you a meal. Nobody heard about that. All right? He helped you wash your cloth. Nobody heard about that. Huh? But then he has, let's say he has sneezed wrong. He did not take his shoe and keep right, and then but it led to one very big quarrel. Now everybody has heard about it. All right. So you keep making, every time he does something, you report about it. He's one big demon. He's one big devil. What do you think will happen? Just what do you think will happen? People who care about your parents, they care about you, right? Your brothers, they care about you. Your sisters, they care about you. Your friends, they care about you, right? They really, really do. So because they care about you, they are going to give you advices that should help you contain the devil. They're going to begin to advise you like, I mean, did you talk like this? Did you say like that? What did you tell him? Did you do this? Did you do that? Because they want to help you to remove the demon. They want to make sure that you cut out the demon. So that's the kind of advice they're going to give to you. All right? And then you take that advice and then you bring it. I'm going to say Kevin again. You know, that's the name I've been using for husband now. So you take that same advice and then you bring it to Kevin. And Kevin is a human being, right? Kevin is going to respond. So it's going back and forth because you are coming with this armed with this advice of demon that they told you it worked. Your auntie will say, yeah, the other time, in fact, when he did that, this was what I did. And then you come like that. You people are fighting. And then when your man begins to look at it and say, see, I think your parents are advising you wrong. Or he goes, I think you're taking wrong advices from your friends. That's the problem. What the poor man is not saying is that you were the person selling him to them as the demon. And that they were just giving you advices on how to handle a demon. That's just what the man hasn't seen. So now you go, because you know you are receiving sense. What you are doing is not working. So you are open now to listening, right? So you now begin to block and bind and pray and say you have seen, oh, these people, they really don't have my best interests at heart. You know, they tell me things to do, and you join in blaming, in blocking your parents, your family, friends, and terrorizing everybody. But the real truth, the truth of the matter is that you started it. You started it. You never said anything good. Never said anything good about this man, right? And then the only one you would ever say was how he was a devil, how he was a demon, and all of that. And people were advising you accordingly. All right? So I want us to begin to understand something very important here. Your life, live it for you, for yourself. That at the end of the day, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm happy. This is my choice. All right. This is my choice. This is my choice. And one thing I've learned is that it gives you some kind of power. You get to decide what happens in your life. You're responsible for what happens in your own life. You have that. It's a very freeing thing, you know, to have the power to be, you know, I'm responsible. I'm in charge of my own happiness. I'm responsible for my own happiness. All right. I am happy, and I make myself happy, and you know, I'm not waiting for Kevin to come and make me happy. I'm just happy, right? So these are the things that women should begin to understand, should begin to see. That it's not everything that is out there. It's not everything that they sell to you out there that is right. Okay? He's been telling you happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, and all that. And then this year, he forgot your birthday. Why should the world end? Why should the world end? The world is not supposed to end because your birthday was missed. Now, that's why I said, I said earlier that a relationship, your relationship, your marathon, treat it as a marathon. not a sprint, right? Now, if you treat your relationship as a marathon and not a sprint, you would understand that people make mistakes. People drop the ball sometimes. People have things that bother them. People have things that they are thinking about. People have things that they are doing, right? So they might not always function in that robotic manner that you think, we're not robots, yeah? So this year they might forget, but they remembered last year. Yesterday they did it, but today they forgot. It's a marathon. It's a life thing, right? So you are supposed to be flexible. You're supposed to be forgiven. You're supposed to be understanding, all right? It's not, oh my God, he forgot. Oh, did you see Chama's DP? Oh, she was there. Her husband was showing her off. He was showing her off. He was telling the world how much he loves her, how much he's crazy about her. Is your husband that kind of person? Or your boyfriend? Is he that kind of person? Let's start from there. Oh, can you imagine the Valentine? Oh, my darling Jesus. It was, oh my God. You can never ever think about me. You're always thinking about yourself. Oh, you always, oh, auntie. Breathe though. All right, breathe. You don't know how those relationships are. All right, you don't know how they are. There are some sisters that come on the woman workshop, and then they're telling me that see that the man wants to bring out 500,000 naira for our wedding. 500,000 naira. Oh, we just check him. 500,000 naira. What will it do? To amuse myself sometimes, I go, what do you do, like, to know how much you can, since you don't like the one that Kevin wants to do? So I usually go, okay, to support, how much are you going to bring out? Say, I'm not doing so much. I don't have my job is not really giving me so much right now. Huh? Your job is not giving you so much right now, but somebody is bringing out 500,000 naira in this economy to go and do wedding, or 600,000 or 1,000 or 1 million, and you are thinking of that people, the drinks will not go round. That's my, do you know that my friend on Facebook, did you see her wedding? Everybody, they were wearing the coordinated colors. They changed colors 6 times. They changed colors 5 times and all that. Well done. Well, good, well, wonderful. They changed. Does the color combination or lack of color combination have anything to do with the next 20, 30, 40 years that you're going to know this person? What's more important? That you are grateful for what you have right now. That you are understanding of the fact that throwing away money just to make the world happy does not. After 1 week, before 1 week, somebody else does a wedding or something that trumps that one that was the standard. So what's the big deal in stopping the noise and actually just enjoying what you have and being grateful for the fact that this man put up the one that he had. He put it up just for people to come sit down and squander it all in the name of marriage. Is that not enough reason to be happy? Is that not something to be grateful for? So why are you holding it up and trying to check it against what somebody did in that movie? I mean, did you see that person's bridal train? It was from here to Jamaica. Well done. It was from here to Jamaica. So tomorrow, somebody's own is going to be from here to Australia. So it's, I mean, so you've got to start to learn to live your life. When you were born, let me tell you what was in your head when you were born. Let me show you what was in your head when you were born. This was in your head when you were born. Nothing. Nothing was in there. Absolutely nothing was in there. But then we get sold on a lot of things. We get sold on, this is the way that it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. When a girl is sweeping, they tell her, oh, bend down your waist, sweep. Is this how you are going to sweep in your husband's house? Wash. Is this how you're going to wash? And some women, the funny thing is that I've met some women who get married to guys who are not interested in all of this societal stuff, right? They don't care. And then the man is saying, see, why don't we get somebody? Why don't we get somebody to do all this sweeping, cooking? And they're like, what? A woman is supposed to. A woman is supposed to. And then when your husband goes out and he eats Mama Kenes fried rice with chicken for a change, you know, to eat something different. Oh my God, this is how it starts. Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine that? Who knows whether the woman washed her pants inside the stuff? They have taken my husband. Oh my God. It's another prayer point. Yo, auntie, breathe. Auntie, breathe, oh. Auntie, breathe. Just release yourself. Calm down. Calm down. You really need to put a break on this, right? Calm down. The man just ate. He wanted something different. And you don't cook every day. Go eat something. Go eat something different. Right? So, and people want to, because a lot of us women, it's not exactly our fault, because we've been sold I've shown you that we were born without anything in here. But when your parents are loading it with a lot of junk, with a lot of things that don't matter, that a woman is supposed to cook for her husband, sweep and dust and all of that, and then we come off thinking that sweeping the house, cooking food and all of that somehow is enough to be exchanged for a man's whole life, like the whole life, that is what we want to exchange it for. Like, you want to exchange the fact that you are sweeping the house, that you are cleaning well and all of that. That's what you want this man to pay for with all the money in his bank to give you the wedding that your friend Nkechi had, or maybe Richard Dominic had on a Nollywood movie. The fact that you know how to sweep very well, the fact that you know how to clean or cook very well, that's what you want him to exchange all the money in his pocket for you to have your dream wedding. Does that make any sense to you? Does that work? Does that work? It doesn't. It's a very, very unbalanced situation. It's a very unbalanced situation. All right? So today, as I said, I'm looking at women living your life. Instead of approaching your life as a Nollywood movie or a Hollywood movie, all right? You've got to start living your life just think about it. Cool down. Outside of all of these things, outside of trying to impress, outside of all of these things, what exactly is the deal? What exactly is the deal? All right? So that is what you should be thinking of. That is what should be important to you. Not what every other person says. Not what people are saying. Some people are in a relationship. Some women enter into a relationship or get married, and then their auntie or their cousin have told them, see, once you enter, make sure that he's not talking to any other woman. Like, put a stop to it immediately. Make sure, kill that. make sure that before you know it, this is how these women will come in, and then they will steal the man. I don't know how many of us have ever seen any woman running on her head carrying a man. I've never seen it, but somehow they tell us that we should make sure he's not talking to any other woman. Like, make sure of that. So we women, we enter into these relationships, and our first port of call is to get overly dramatic, because we want to clean and clear and make sure that, you know, because our auntie has told us, or because we saw it in a movie, so we want to make sure that we are sweeping and clearing and all. And somebody told me something that really made a lot of sense to me. He said that Nigerian women, we are raised without being taught the importance of connection, of connecting with people. All right, that's why it's so easy for a Nigerian woman, when a man says, will you marry me, and she has gone, yes, oh my God, she goes and breaks her SIM and buys a new SIM card. Like, what happened to all of those people? What's going on? You know, you break your SIM card just like that. You know, some people, they would every account they've ever had, they throw them all out. You know, it's as if it's a phase where our full attention, where our sole goal in life is to focus on this man, focus on him, and make sure that he talks to no other person, he does nothing else, he sees no other person except us. Like, how is that supposed to work? How is that supposed to work? Yeah, there are boundaries, right? We all should have boundaries, right? That's respectful. But the boundary shouldn't be that we deprive ourselves of happiness if this person does not do exactly what we ask him to do. Then we're not happy. If he does not break his own SIM card because you took on an assignment that nobody sent you on, nobody gave you that assignment, uncle did not give it to you, but they did it in a movie, or you assume that is what it means to be a loving wife. You assume that is what it means to be the, I don't know what you assume, but you take on this assignment all by yourself, you carry it out, and then you are looking like this. Why haven't you deleted all the numbers? Why haven't you formatted your phone? Why are you still? What did she say? What did she say? She said good morning. What are you going to write? He said good morning, and then you put smiling emoji there. Yeah. You said good morning. Why did you have to smile? And she will assume that smile emoji you put there, she will assume that there is something going on, and then the lady now responds with a smiling. Oh my God, they have stolen Kelvin. This is it. Kevin, my husband. Oh my God. Maybe nobody even gives a crap about your Kevin husband, but somehow you've got it in your head that, you know, they are carrying the man on their head, right? As if that's possible. No man is carried on his head. Whatever he did, he's responsible for it. He's an adult, and, you know, going at it as a sole project, as this is it, otherwise I'm done, my life is over. That is so frustrating. It's so frustrating to us. It's very, very frustrating, right? So I want to encourage us today, sisters. Remember that I'm talking about us living our life for ourselves, being responsible for your life. I mean, there is so much power in that. There is just so much power when you begin to understand that if I focus on living the best life that I can, if I focus on doing good, living right, treating people right and respectfully, if I focus on that, being responsible and accountable for my own life, for my own actions, and understanding that no matter what I do, I can never change another person. I can never change another person. When we begin to understand, no matter what you do, no matter how you look at it, you can never change another person. There is just so much liberty in that. You've got so much liberty, and you're so happy because I'm not going to change them. Let them figure it out for themselves. And let me tell you something that I've learned, that helps me in my life. I've learned that when life wants you to learn a lesson, this should be encouraging for every sister, right? This should be encouraging for every sister. So listen attentively. When life wants you to learn a lesson, be it you or your man, when life wants you to learn a lesson and you are resisting that lesson, you're not going anywhere. Life will keep getting harder and harder and harder until you learn that lesson that life wants you to learn. I want to take that again. When life wants you to learn a lesson and you are resisting to learn that lesson, whether it's you, whether it's your man, whoever, be encouraged with this. You are going nowhere until you learn that lesson. You see some of our fathers or whatever, in their 70s, in their 60s, in their 80s, and their children, none of them are talking to them. Or you see you see a young man, they keep saying, calm down, Kevin, calm down, Kevin, calm down, Kevin, calm down. Kevin doesn't calm down. One day you hear Kevin is in prison. Kevin, calm down. One day you hear that he needs a kidney, or he needs something, or that person has been laid off from his job that was giving him so much ego and all of that. When life wants you to learn something, you will learn that lesson. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. So when I understood this lesson, I started to feel encouraged that you're gonna learn it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot harder. You are going to learn it the hard way. So whenever you find, when you're telling somebody something, you can tell them about it. Try and communicate how you feel. Maybe the manner of the conversation is something that isn't very appropriate. You can talk about that, all right? But you shouldn't make it where you die. Your where you die is it shouldn't be on things that don't die on every hill, right? But be encouraged in this. When life wants you to learn a lesson, you're gonna learn it. Otherwise, it's going to be so much harder until you learn it. Okay? It's going to be hard. So when you find yourself butting your head against a particular situation, you take this and you want your man to do that, and it bounces up, he resists it, or whatever it is. I want you to take a step back. One, you do not have any business trying to change another person. And then secondly, in as much as you want to change the other person, understand too that maybe life wants you to change yourself. Maybe life wants you to change yourself. Have you thought about that? Maybe life wants you to get to get above the place where, or to get to the place where this doesn't hurt you anymore, where this doesn't kill your joy anymore. Life wants you to have a manual for that. Life wants you to have a manual for that particular situation, for that particular kind of challenge. So if something is not going the way that you want it to go, take a step back. What is my lesson here? Because you can control, you can manage, you can supervise, you can do whatever, not the next person. The next person is not within your circle of influence. You are within your own level of, you are your own circle of influence. All right? So you have got to, when you push, take a step back. What is life trying to teach me here? What is the lesson for me here? And once you have figured out that lesson, no matter what that person does, you're going to be like, what next? Is this all you've got? Is this it? All right? So you don't die on, my man must change this. If not, there will be no peace in this relationship. If not, there will be no peace. If not, no peace. Calm down, auntie. That's not your life you're living. That's some script you are acting. It's now in Nollywood. You are doing Nollywood funny things. It's no longer your life that you are living. All right? Some women, they will say, okay, what about the fact that he doesn't listen to me. He doesn't listen to me. I usually ask, in what aspect? Okay, so they say something like in business. He's a businessman. Say, yeah, he's a businessman. Okay, that's good. So have you done that kind of business before? No, I've not. Have you read any book at all about that business? No. What you want to contribute on? Where are you getting the stuff from? You know, Queen, now women have we have women's intuition. Women, you know, we have women's intuition, a woman's intuition. You mean you've never done that kind of business before? You have never read a book on that business before? You've never even read any business book at all? So what is educating your intuition? Because your intuition, it's got to be educated, right? What is educating what you want to tell him? You now go, it's your womanly instincts. Your womanly instincts. You mean the person who has been doing that business for a very long time, you know, it has come, gone, failed, gone up and all of that. Maybe he has read books on that. He has done stuffs on that, right? And then you want him to leave what he knows maybe to be right or something, or he wants to employ a particular person because he believes that person is going to be the right fit for that business or something. But you go, no. I have womanly instincts. And then when he doesn't go with your womanly instincts, you bring down hell. You rain down fire, because you say he doesn't respect you. He doesn't respect you. And that is what the quarrel is about. Right? No, you are acting a script. It's a Nollywood script that you're doing, that you are trying to act. In Nollywood, you know, a woman who knows nothing about what the boyfriend or the husband is doing, nothing about it. Maybe she has been she has never done any business at all in her life, and then she just gets married or meets this guy, and all of a sudden she says, let's fire this person, let's put this my brother here, let's put your sister here, that our third cousin, if we put it here, we checkmate all the places where they will be stealing from us. We'll make sure that nobody steals from us again. So we try and checkmate it here and checkmate it there. What did your cousin study? Nothing that has anything to do with the business. What did your sister study? Nothing that has anything to do with the business. What did this person? Nothing that has anything to do with the business. They've never even heard about the business, nothing or the other. But you want to fire everybody and checkmate all these points with people who know nothing. You want to remove people who know something and add people who don't know anything because of your womanly instincts, and somehow that makes sense. And somehow, if it's not done, there'll be no peace. No peace at all. No peace whatsoever. Because you said so. Because it's you. Because if not, it means your opinion is not being respected. Huh? Auntie, it's time to start living your life. Doing things that make you happy. Because at the end of the day, how tragic would it be that I did not live my life because I was just following my husband bumper to bumper. I was just following him to make sure that Agnes did not carry him on her head and run away. Oh my God, I had to make sure of that. I never ate any other place. I was always sweeping the house, cleaning the house. I was always doing this just to make sure. Nobody sent you on that errand, though, but you were busy doing it. All right. So at the end of the day, you have to come to a place where, when you get to the end of your life, you'll be like, I really enjoyed this life. Oh. I really, really enjoyed this life. All right. I really, really enjoyed this life. Okay. So, and the way to start from it is that you've got to start taking responsibility. When I realized that I was giving other people responsibility for my own happiness, it's what I didn't know that I was doing that. I didn't know I was doing that. I didn't know that I was hinging my happiness on, if you don't do this, I will not be happy. If you do this, I'll be happy. When I realized that this was what I was doing, and really, really thought about its general implication for my life, I mean, there is no joy in that. When I understood that, I started putting in measures to make it very certain that every day is going to be my favorite day. I don't have control of what life throws at me, but I have control about how I want to respond to what life throws at me. There is a whole lot of power in that. Knowing that what you do, I don't have any control over what you do. But then I have every control over how I choose to respond to what you do. All right? Okay, this is what you have done. You have done this one, right? Beautiful. Now, if I choose to, this is how I want to respond. But I'm not going to be chasing you anymore. I'm not going to be running after you. I'm not going to be following you bumper to bumper to make sure that those ones I don't want you to do, you don't do them. I'm no longer in that line of business. My line of business now is when you do that thing that you want to do, right? You are not going to tell me, you're not going to choose how I should respond. There is so much power in that. Do whatever you want to do, but I reserve the right to decide my response, my happiness, my joy. That's freedom. That's freedom. Because when I do what I want to do, I'm not going to tell you, please, oh, respond this way or that way. That's looking for trouble. But adulting, this adult business is that you're responsible for your actions, right? You are responsible for them. You are taking accountability for them, right? So do that, but do not tell other people how to respond to what you do. Shikina, we're good. We're happy now, right? So begin to see life like this. Some women, their man will be talking and then they just jump up and shut up, or they give him a slap. And then you want the man to say, in Nollywood movies, the man will be like, oh baby, you're just so angry. Oh, I love you too much. I don't want to put a scratch on your face. I don't want to put any dent on your face. That's Nollywood movie. That's Nollywood movie that you are watching too much. You need to change. You need to switch channels to understand that you don't go about attacking people. You're not a rabid dog, right? You don't go about attacking people and then saying, don't dent my face. They will dent every part of you. Every part of you will be dented. So we've got to be very, very careful, all right? Take a step back, take a chill pill, right? That's what they say. Take a chill pill. Cool down, right? Calm down. Just go somewhere and say, if this happens, okay, I'm going to this thing that I'm worrying too much about. If this happens, okay, this is how I'm going to respond to it. Okay? And then you put it in your drawer and get on with living your life. All right? But then life is a marathon too. Life is a marathon. Your marriage, your relationship is a marathon also. So you should be looking at it in the long term. You should be looking at how people are evolving, how people are growing, how people grow over time. All right? I look at my own growth and I'm amazed at how I'm growing and how the people around me are growing. And some of the things that I've worried too much about, they never even came to pass, right? They never happened. But at that time, I hinged my happiness. I nailed my happiness to that. That was the hill I wanted to die. I nailed my happiness there. All right? So you've got to learn to breathe and stop acting Nollywood scripts. Okay? So that is what I have for us today. And I want to encourage all of us. I want to encourage everybody to one, learn to breathe. Learn to live your life for you, for yourself, for you. Okay? When you want to react to something, when you want to say something because this is how my friend said, remember that those your friends and those people who do that, they very conveniently don't tell us the consequences of their actions. They don't tell us the whole truth. Do you understand? When they act that their drama, they forget to tell us the consequences that hit them. So that's why we have to be very careful about all of these things. They will always show how the woman did one paparazzi, did one thing, did, but they don't always tell us the consequences of that. So you have to be very careful. If you choose to live your life and see your relationships as marathons, not a sprint, you give people room to evolve. You give people room to live. You give people room to also, have it, just grow, and I believe that your relationships get more mature, they get more sweeter over time, because you are learning more about each other, right? You're learning more about their cues and all of that, what sets them off. You're learning more of those things. So it really helps you so that you know what to avoid. You don't go looking for trouble. You know what to do and stuff like that. That happens in a marathon, not in a sprint. Okay? So I am so very, very happy there for everybody who has watched, who is watching. I am so happy. So today we've been talking about living your life not as a Nollywood or Hollywood movie, but as just living for you. So that's what we've been talking about today, and I feel really, really happy because I think I got it all out. All right. So on Saturday, next week Saturday, a week today, by 10 a.m. I'm going to be on Instagram talking about something really beautiful. So I'm going to keep it a secret because I want you to tune in 10 a.m. on Instagram. I alternate. So next week I'm going to be on Instagram Live, and it will be my absolute pleasure for you to be my guest on Instagram Live. on Saturday by 10 a.m. next week. And remember that through the week, the Woman Workshop will have amazing things for you. Women, come and learn about how to be safe. Come and learn about all these foods that they are packaging for us. I said foods, yeah. All these foods that they are packaging for us. Come and learn about them. Come and learn about, we taste them, we tell you it's a fun thing. Come and learn what different things mean. Some women don't know what ovulation is. Some women don't even know what yoga is, being a vegetarian. They don't know what being vegan is, all of those things. Come and learn them, all right? There is even a new series, vagina monologue. So there is even a new series, vagina monologue. Come and learn about it. Come and learn about menstrual cups, tampons, applications, and all of that. Don't miss anything, okay? So I want everybody to be on the Woman Workshop, learning. I said, and also the person that we interviewed last, Chinyere Distinguished, Anoke, we were talking about her book, that single and singlehood, true singlehood. Yeah, so she really dropped a lot of truth bombs. Find those things. Find us on YouTube at the Woman Workshop, TikTok, the Woman Workshop, Twitter, any platform that you use. Often just make sure that you are following the Woman Workshop. It's really a beautiful thing. And give me a year of your life. I keep saying that, a year of your life, and you are going to have amazing transformations in your life. Okay, so today we talked about living your life and not as a Nollywood script. So if you have any questions at all, any questions, please let me know. Anything you want me to go back on, to tell you more on, just let me know. But I just want to say that I am very grateful to everybody who tuned in. I'm very grateful. I appreciate it. God bless you so much. So I'm just going to be here enjoying looking at you all. If you have any question for me, just let me know. If there is something that I said that you have an issue with, that you are not you don't really get, I want you to ask me that. Or even when I'm done with this, you can drop your comment and I'll see that and respond to you. But for our sisters, I keep saying this: live your life for you. Live your life. Don't go acting scripts. Don't go acting what people are doing on Nollywood, in your marriage, in your relationship. All right, don't go doing that. See your relationship as a marathon, not a sprint. All right, see your relationships as a marathon, not a sprint. It gives you time to evolve. It gives you time to become the best version of you. It gives you time to also see other people evolve into the best versions of themselves. And let me tell you something, at the end of the day, that relationship, if you give it room, if you stop comparing it with every other person's relationship, if you stop comparing it with what every other person is doing, it's going to be a whole lot sweeter. It's going to be a whole lot communicating, a whole lot more respectful. It's going to be a whole lot more forgiving. It's going to be a whole lot more compassionate, a whole lot more loving, you know, because people are, you are giving them room to bring out the best versions of themselves. You are not forcing them that they must love you specially this Valentine's Day. Love me specially because it's my birthday. Love me specially. And if they did it yesterday or last year and they forget this year, you smile, you move on. If it really hurts you, can just, you forgot now, you forgot, but I trust that, you know, next time is going to be better and stuff like that. Or why did you forget this time? You know, not because you want to judge them, but because you want to have, this is important to you, this petty thing is important to you, right? But you give them room, you allow them, right? Believing that it's still the road is still far, it's still a very long road, and so they're gonna catch up, they're going to catch on sometime, right? So I really thank every one of you for tuning in. I am grateful. I am appreciative. If you have any questions, let me know. On Saturday next week, I'm going to be on Instagram, and I really, really look forward to seeing you, your village people, your uncles, your aunties, everybody. All right, so thank you all so much for being here. I'm grateful. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.